In today's tutorial, I'm going to show you step by step how to add social share icons onto your website. So this is how it's going to look. So we have them here on the left, but you can customize them and have them all the way here to the right if you wanted to. And if I scroll down here, I've also set it so that when I go to a post, it also shows below the post. So as you can see, I also have it here, and I also have a counter so I can tell how many number of people are sharing it on Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, or LinkedIn. Today's tutorial is brought to you by DiviCake.com. Check out the huge selection of Divi themes and plugins. The link to that is in the show notes below. So if you've already bought Divi, the good news is this plugin is there in your members area and you don't have to pay any extra for it. So if I scroll down here, you can see there it is, Monarch. So all you have to do is to click on download, and then this will download onto your computer. That's right. So the next thing you want to do is to come over here to your website, go into the dashboard, and then you want to go to plugins and install the plugin. So I'm going to click on add new, upload plugin, choose file. And then as you can see, it's right here in my downloads folder, but I'm not going to install it because I already installed it. So all you have to do is to click install now. And then once you've installed it, all you want to do is to activate the plugin. So I'm going to come over here to my list of plugins. So let's go ahead and activate the plugin. So it's right here, Monarch. So I'm going to click on activate. Okay, so now that it's activated, next you want to click on settings. So this is where we get to do all our major settings. So if you want to activate either of these, all you have to do is to make sure you click this check mark. So I'm going to click it right here because I want to set up the sidebar. Okay, and you can tell it's a sidebar because it shows you right here that this is the side. Okay, so since it's the sidebar, what you want to do is to come over here to the networks first because you want to add all your networks. So to add them, all you have to do is to click on add networks. And then you have a list of the networks right here. So I've already added Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, and LinkedIn. So let's say I want to add an extra one. So let's go this time with Gmail. So let's say I want to add Gmail. I have to click on apply. And as you can see, it's been added. And if you want to get rid of it, all you have to do is to click on the minus like that, and then it goes. So that's all you need to do here. But on the Twitter, you need to make sure you add your username. So my username on Twitter is Max17. And once you've done that, click on save changes. And then next you want to go to the item that you are making the changes to. So in this case, it's the sidebar because that's what we activated. So I'm going to click on sidebar. And then we have all these options here. So you can try these and see which ones you like, but I will just stick to the default. So this is the icon style I'm going to go with. And next over here, I can choose my icon shape. So I'm going to go with this one without the rounded corners. And then on the display settings, my sidebar orientation here is set to left because I prefer it on the left. However, you can set it to the right if you wanted to. And we also have an intro animation here. So right now it's set to slide right, but we also have fade in, we have slide up, slide down. And also if you don't need any of those animations, you can just set it to no animation. And then over here, display share counts. This will show, will display how many times all your social media networks are being shared. But, you know, if your blog is brand new, I don't recommend that because it just shows people that it's not busy enough. Okay, so moving on, we also have the display total shares. Again, this is something that you can add on, but initially I would say do not activate it. Okay, so next, I would add icon spacing. I prefer that because I'd like to make sure that all my icons are separated. Okay, you can also hide this on mobile devices if you want to. So let's go ahead and do that. So moving on, you can also add custom colors, background, have a background color and so on. But I don't touch this because I don't need to really make those customizations. And then finally over here, I can set where I want these icons to show. So I want it on the home page, the post page, and any other pages on my website. Okay, so go ahead now and save. Okay, so moving on. So what you want to do next is to take a quick preview and see if it's working. So I'm going to come over here and refresh my page. Okay, so we can see that they are working. We also have a little icon here on the bottom. Not sure if you can see it, but if I click it, it hides those share icons, and then I can always bring them back. So just in case they are distracting you as you are working on your website or if you're reading something on the website. Okay, so that's how you set it up. So if you have those share counts, they will be shown here on the top or on the right here as well. Okay, so let's move on and let's make another customization. So I'm going to come back over here to locations, and this time I want to have them inline. So I'm going to activate inline, and then over here you want to make sure you go to inline. Now note, we don't have to go to the networks because they are already set up. So I'm going to click on inline, and I'm going to go with this icon style, but you can choose any of these and just try them out. So my icon shape, I'll just go with that one. And then just like before on the display settings, you also have options. You can choose to have it above the content or below and above the content. But in my case, I prefer to have it below the content. Okay, you can also set the alignment. Right now it's set to centered, but you can have it to the left if you want to. And the columns, because I have 4 items, 4 social networks, I'm just going to keep it at 4. And then here you can also display the share counts if you want to, but I'm just going to disable that. And then over here we also have the color settings, and then finally we can set this to show on specific pages. So in this case I want this to show on my post because that's the most active pages on my website. So once that's done, you can go ahead and just save changes. If I go back on locations, we also have other items we can set up. So you can set up pop-up, fly-in, and media, but I won't go ahead and set this up now, but the option is there. Okay, so now that we've set this all up, what else do we have here? So we also have general settings here. So if you go to your settings, you can set your Google Fonts. And then over here, this is where you get to add your username and personal key. And this is so that you get regular updates from Elegant Themes when you have updates to this plugin. Okay, so moving on, and I think this is very, very important because let's say you've set up all your icons and you've set them the way you want, and you want to use them on a different website. So you may be a freelancer or design agency. So this process makes it much, much easier to just transfer all your settings to the new websites. So you can export just by clicking here, and you can also choose the file here and import. So it's as simple as that. So all your settings will be exported and also imported onto different websites. Okay, let's move on. And this final thing here is the stats. And this is where you get to see your total shares, your total likes, and follow activity. It shows you for the past 7 days, past 30 days, and past 12 months. And then all the way down here, you have all time stats as well. So this is a very good dashboard because it pretty much shows you exactly what is happening on your website. Today's tutorial is brought to you by dvcake.com. Check out their huge selection of themes and plugins. The link is in the description below. So this is all I have for you in today's video. If you want to learn how to design websites using Divi, I have a course which I'll link to in the show notes below. But even better, if you haven't bought Divi yet, you can buy Divi using my affiliate link and you'll get access to this course absolutely free. All right, so thanks very much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.